This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. As I pointed out in another video, I'm going to be testing out and taking out, I should say, my intro cartoon for a few of my uploads to see if I can get past these bots because that video has been flagged apparently as hate speech. I'm not sure if it's because the flags that are waving in front of the White House or not, but just giving you a heads up. I wanted to talk a little bit about the police. Yes, the popo. Now, most of you, when we talk about these false flags, right? And we talk about, the police attacking black people and if it's a hoax or it's a false flag, but then people get really deep down the rabbit hole and they don't want to believe it's real because they say, yeah, but then that means the police have to be in on it, or is that guy an actor hired by the police? And I wanted to talk about the fraternal order of the police and their ties to Freemasonry, because that's pretty much what it is. Because most of these police officers are indeed Freemasons and a part of the FOP, which is a fraternal organization which consists of sworn law enforcement officers in the U.S., and it reports a membership of over 325,000 members organized into 2,100 local chapters and Masonic lodges organized into state lodges and, of course, the national Grand Lodges. Now, why is this important? It's important in a lot of ways because the police are being used as stooges to set up martial law. Now, technically, if you want to look at it and say we already have martial law, you could say that. But it's not the martial law you've seen in the movies before with tanks rolling down the street and people holding machine guns. Will it get to that point? We don't know. One could assume, yeah, because of the predictive programming that's been planted, that that's what it's going to end up being. But I personally still believe that most of this stuff that's going to happen is going to be asked for by the citizens, not forced upon, but that doesn't mean that there won't be army tanks driving up and down our roads. The police are cooperating with the higher-ups because this fraternal order that they're a part of takes orders from other elites and other globalists, and these things get passed down. So they're in on this. So when I talk about, wow, how ridiculous a lot of these stories are, because you'll see, a white cop attacking a black person over and over, right? Last year we saw it all the time. And you get to a point where you go, are any of these guys self-aware? Are any of these white police officers, the second they pull a car over and see it's a black person, are they aware they shouldn't put their hand on their gun? Are they aware that they should be overly nice because of everything that's going on in the world, right? That's what common sense would tell us. But we continue to see the same acts, right? Beating down at black people, because they're taking orders, they're doing their bidding. And it doesn't mean that the black people who are being attacked aren't part of fraternal organizations either, that the act is being played out that way. But all you have to do is look at, for starters, a lot of the badges that the police officers wear, these secret oaths that are taken, are an allegiance to Freemasonry. And that goes above public interest. Masonic oaths taken and alliances and allegiances given can be conspiratorial towards those outside the Brotherhood for not being a member of the Brotherhood. And the public interest is always going to come second to their allegiance to the interest of the elites. Or I should say their allegiance to the Brotherhood, to the Freemason Brotherhood. Now look at all these states which have badges. You have the Louisiana State Police that have the Masonic badge on it, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New Mexico, Arizona. You can name the state. It's got it on there. You can see for yourself. And you can see the logo used for the Fraternal Order of Police, which, of course, is what? I don't know how many times I have to mention about the star being a pentagram. I say it over and over, and I hear other people out there who claim to be awake talking about a star as if it's just a star. It's a pentagram. It's 5 points. That's the point of the pentagram. It's the points on the star. And you can see a star, again, a pentagram, being used inside of what? Inside of a circle, right? Their ritual circle with the pentagram. What else do you see on it? Well, of course you see the all-seeing eye. Why wouldn't you see it? It's everywhere. Remember, all this stuff's in our faces. You can even see the secret handshake right on the logo. And I'll read you what the Fraternal Order of Police are. It's a fraternal organization consisting of, I said this already actually, but I'll re-say it, Consisting of sworn law enforcement officers in the U.S., it reports a membership of over 325,000 members. That's 325,000 police. It's a lot of cops. Organized into 2,100 local chapters, lodges, organized into local lodges, state lodges, and the National Grand Lodge. The organization attempts to improve the working conditions of law enforcement officers and the safety of those they serve through education, legislation, information, community involvement, and employee representation. In other words, no, it's not what it's there for, right? You see the all-seeing eye, you see the symbols. Remember, this is how they get away with stuff, obviously. Oh, it's there, it's a group, it's an organization that protects the safety of the, right. This is how they control stuff on the ground level, right? Because they have the police at the bottom of the barrel here who are Freemasons, who are taking orders from high-ranking 33rd degree Masons, who are taking orders from people above them inside of these satanic, secret societies. And it gets filtered down. And that's how they create this stuff. That's how they put these shows on, because the cops are told what to do. They understand about the New World Order. Right? What's the big deception that the Masonic lodges have? They always talk about how they have a Bible on an altar inside of...
I'm going to annihilate you into tomato soup. Then I'm going to put your remain into a combat coup. I'm going to cut you into pieces beforehand to the point where you can't duplicate it. In fact, I'm going to be the one to erase it, so let's face it. You're going to be a very super basic hero. In this arc, I'm going to be the one to rip you apart, take you at heart, and call you little Bart Simpson, because every day I make it a mission to get the shit out of it so I can teach them. It's on the table, my piston. I call it that, but it's actually my pistol. And I'm never going to invite you to my bistro. Don't you understand my lingo? I don't talk very simple. I'm highly intelligent and sentient being by far, and I couldn't care less if he was hit by a car or on a drive-by shooting. I'm definitely going to be starving the people. I'll definitely be the one to do some looting. There's no refusing my advances. You're going to be as he beat by while we watch these cowboy dances. If it's such a beat down, I'll leave you pantless. Don't think for a second I'll inform, never announce to revive your body. If you're going to be another one who just couldn't stop me, try to drop me, stand with being on me, on top of me. Playing this game like it's a novel. I'll be the one to save you properly, and there is no other option here. Let's get another thing straight. I'll force you to masturbate with a plastic plate inside your dick and electrocute you with something electric. It's definitely the best shit. You've ever witnessed who else is in this with me? Let's make history. I'm never gonna be another victim. Let's see whatever you did up to this point is a coincidence, G. And I will stab your body until it spurts out blood vigorously. So I serve a high purpose, and someone even bigger me. Did you ever think of taking this shit seriously? I'm gonna give you a vasectomy kiss of fun so you won't be faster than me. This is my gun. I'm going on the run. Good luck to the police on my tail. I'm gonna be number one most wanted on the face of the planet. To hang your ass from Grimfam, something like Namek from Dragon Ball Z, and you sir are quite ballsy. But you won't beat me all of me. You're gonna be put in a place worse than Normandy. I'll make you see what you're talking be. My mother should have never put tomato sauce into my ears as a little kid. Now see me doing decapitating victims to get rid of the violent bloody crime scene. That's it, hang out tonight, it's more like a man in the world wearing a blouse. I'm going to be the one to make you never have a spouse. In fact, you'll be a widower or some cheap-ass glass blower making meth pipes for scumbags who were me. You'll be cleaning up my dirty comrades with a personal space. Don't get out of line and misbehave, because they would be awfully brave using this place like a mine. Next thing I can't replicate Columbine. I'm mistaken, I'm gonna beat you up just like a secret saying, Goku. If you're evil, don't confuse me with Evel Knievel. I never want to beat someone who tries to bank death divine things look cool. And definitely will not act a fool. You think I'm gonna be the one to lose my cool? I'll be the first to take a poo on you directly on the mouth and chest and think of this as being blessed, because I'm already awfully stressed, and I'm someone you should have never messed with. So calm down and take another hit of that crack pipe and clean your pilly ass with my baby wipe. It was their reunion when I banged your ankle just right and put your face in excruciating death-defying light, and I will even give it all my might. And to be honest, I won't have to put up much of a fight. I'll be done way before midnight. And I'll do this shit out of straight up spite, hatred for you. Everything I'm doing at number 1 or number 2, I'll feel again till the anus super glue. What I say comes true. It really becomes a reality, and if you think you're ready to come battle me, I'm only asking where the satchel will be because I want to go out smoke you then kill you in the English. Let's put it together. I'm putting this world under some heavy weather until I do receive a letter saying that I'm the ruler of the entire world. Just so you know, my life is held by royalty standards. Just so you know, I do cattle brand retarded people. And they start off with wanting to be treated equal. Since that never happened, it will be forever ongoing sequel. You'll beat them all you, and that is what stands the test of time. And will come out as definitely true, because at the end of the day, unless I tell you people, I don't know exactly what I've been through. You're really joking until you turn blue in the face. Let's just face it. I'll start off by harming the entire human race. I'll get you guys face your dooming stakes at hand, because the world is a waste of land, waste of plan to be getting played by fans, and then chopped up into junk. And if you think I'm joking, punk, prepare for my feel face to go straight into a skunk behind. And for the best stage to my dominating, I'll get ready to unwind and take what's rightfully mine. Don't mock me. I give you people time to see the signs, and it will be such worse than letting you do the rhymes. Let's look between the lines and say we give up, and I'm going to give you complete power. Otherwise, I'll grant something bigger than the world's biggest tower and get ready to devour the city. I've given you guys absolutely no pity, so don't be the one to get dippy. It's going to make you people look silly, and you'll end up like a retard called Billy. So let's put it simply: take more than amateur tank to beat me, and you guys will ever grow so weakly that don't ever try to seek me out, because before you know it, you know my story will be another. You never know my story will be another one of me. My life's unique to others, concrete with my friends and their family and brothers. I want you to start sucking on like others until you can own several butlers, and don't go back in time and stop my birth. Don't even dare, because even if you did, that couldn't compare to the time that I locked you up and force-fed you shit under a plastic chair. You're so weak that you couldn't bear my torture. It's only fair that I've had money and bought you like American African slaves back in time. You can't find it, even finish your rhyme like this, and I'll put holes into your body like Swiss cheese, and I'll let you breathe out some more in pain. While I say bitch please, you certainly don't want to, but know what goes on in the Freemason ranks of the CSA degrees. Let me give you a hint. Mark Massinger is down now with a small black 10-year-old boy. If the man is black, the kid is white. Instead, I wish I was there to stop it and kill the Masons watching the victims as they bled, crying out, dying. In crimson red, I will start your body off into my shed of despair, and your organs will be smelt from the air. Surrounding my property, and I never lack it, finishing my victims humbly. Nobody will, even William Nelson, the Sea Ranger. As a space ranger will be dropping me, and I will make you eat bird droppings like M&M's, but watch out, don't beat face at me. This reptile has fangs, and I'll make you see the world through given lens. I'll stick hands up your prostate, so I can frustrate you even further. Don't say shit about this, or you fit you in a bar, and I'll go bigger in time. I'm about to squeeze your brain like a lemon or lime. Just like that, over time, I'll be the biggest of the crime on the earth. So let's sum up, what is this worth? Did you really want to give birth in a world like this, where they milk you like cattle and drain your taxpayers' money on gold and piss parties? I will chew on your insides like a dog on a pedophile's crutch, dropping through arteries. But just so you know, there exists a part of me where I also wanted to save the bog's fate. I'm also getting paid a lot by the police force and government. Why would I want to go down on you when you have an option? When you have an onion clip. Don't think you can compare to my fancy shit. Then away with my little money, I'm gonna put you through more embarrassment than a male dog trying to hunt me. And I'll let you fall straight to this ball like Humpty Dumpty. Let's state this, I was once free, but now I'm forever trapped in this world of craziness. It's overcome by a world of laziness, and the world that is playing us, making us come forward and work. It's the machine, aka the Aussie or American dream. That's all smoke screen. It's more like they're getting hooked in dopamine, raising your hopes and dream ecstasy. Ashtray to force you guys to pay with your very lives, making you go to work every day, leading your lives. I'm taking real place where you cannot find time or rhyme or reason, and seem a bit like you want to be another statistic or live another season. But what is more important is that we are all human beings, and nothing is as it seems. You'll be emitting beams inside your head trying to figure out the cash grab they call living independently by yourself, because all the politicians want to do is diminish your society and grand upon people's wealth and leave us all in a disarray. Bad finance and health, so think for yourself in these times of need. They have money for wars, but they mainly feed the balls of society, and don't see it online. If I was put in a circumstance of saving a politician or president, I would get the client saying I wasn't trained well enough, and that would get the client over time. You must provide them with morally right society. I'm going to expose everyone found good at their crimes, try and see if you can stop me from doing so. You must be real to yourself and try to be a hero, because confronting conforming to society is only draining your health and earning a 9 to 5 job assistant is slave labour. And do you think on your side of you if you can't understand that that's why you can't stop being that first turn them back? And just as far as I'm concerned, most people are just a bag of sacks sitting inside a hopeless world with all overflowing on the hot. It's worse than the epidemic of crack cocaine and rock or powder put together. Do you even have realised you want to be eating meat pies and giving no sympathy to the people against us that we should despise? All that we want to do is suck the life force. All that they want to do is suck the life force out of you and fill you guys full of lies. So wake up and find out the true facts of this planet and solar system. Give a smart time of day and share with the wisdom if you want to be living in a godly kingdom. You must stand up for your rights and get in demanded battles or fights, and there's not just one step to this. If you win, you'll be heavenly prize. You get heavenly prize. Let them drop like flies, but this is just another rant from deep body and heart. So let's get together and tear apart the system at the start. And give it all you got, give it some heart, and cut through these wicked demons with something sharp. And do it very quickly and ever so smart, and eventually make your mark. I want everybody to know that I fight for what's right. Bob Marley is not the only one who sees the light, he sees something before most of us. He's one of the light of the time, and this is a mixture of wisdom and rhyme, and making this vendetta all mine. Don't be the one to whine when you don't want the crazy to the thought. They'll feed you a gold space society with bullets on straight, and eventually I might rap it a bit dark, but you have no idea what I'm saving in Andy, what ever meant to me. Once a free soul inspired people like Nikola Tesla, and the only one to bring the world into a better place for everyone, and give people basic rights like having a gun, and nobody will be harming. But in the end, nobody will be harming anybody. True peace and harmony. And we would never need another army. See, and this is still a big part of me. It's time we fulfilled this prophecy, getting rid of the single world government monopoly. I know I've said that same word at least twice in the same song, but it has an impact more than a million broken condoms. Netflix worse than songs have a get together and smoke a few bongs, propose rights and wrongs and make it perfectly balanced. All I ever wanted was to ask people to give themselves what to deserve and show off their talent for being part of a conforming society. We're scared to do shit as much like as we can. Clear. You you're not getting orgasm either. You dumb little shit. Why are you acting like such a hypocrite? Like you think you're big of it? I think you're acting like a small man syndrome. Have a little dick. When you wipe your ass, you can't even clean up your shit. And you'll eventually have a fit and smack your head and throw a bowl. This is not something to RIP about. Because you listen to another favorite ending today. Or listen to another singer say anything that other says goes out one ear and through the other one, and you'll be more boring than a basic nun that saves herself for Jesus Christ to put a knife to the pen. Well, it has to put you in a hole inside your body. Just put a hole inside your body to the point where you can no longer potty. Just try and stop me from doing this shit while we're listening to you. Last night you would rather leave the world playing the beavers instead of secret destroyers and hate seekers.